Hey guys, so it's been a while since I did one of these, and in that time I had an opportunity to finally get around to reading Daigo's book, you know, The Will to Keep Winning. I was really trying to hold out for like a physical copy of the book, but for one, I was never at any tournaments where it was being sold, and two, I got my hands on that article that PR Balrog did with I think it was like Yahoo Esports, which I didn't even know was a thing. And I read that and I was like, damn, you know, I guess he was so inspired by the book, it got him back into competing. So I was like, fuck it, you know, if it was good enough for PR Balrog, it's good enough for me. So read the book, it was phenomenal, highly recommend. And that inspired this video. My top 5 takeaways from Daigo's book, The Will to Keep Winning. My number 5, there are no shortcuts. I feel like that one is just really straightforward. And what that said to me was just that, like, if you want to achieve any level of success, if you want any type of recognition, you gotta put in that work, and there's really no way of getting around that. And if that work means for you that you have to sponsor your own travel, drive to locals, wake up earlier to practice, it is what it is. It's just you got to put in that work to get where you want to go. Okay, and my number 4, ironically enough, is take notes. And I'm guilty of doing it, like of just figuring some shit out and not writing it down, because I don't know, it's easy to think that, you know, oh my god, this tech or whatever is just so game changing, I'm gonna remember it. But truth be told, like, to put it, I guess, in perspective, and this is even for myself, that like you spend weeks and weeks, maybe months developing your play style. So I don't know why I have it in my head that like the next time I play, despite the weeks and weeks and weeks of what I have in my head, I'm gonna be like, you know what, fuck it, that one thing I did that one time during that one set, I'm gonna remember that. No, probably not. It doesn't work like that. So take notes. And besides, I mean, shit, infiltration does it.
Download complete.
My number 3 on the list is don't overthink change. And that's another one that sounds really simple, but I don't know what it is. Like, I think sometimes we get so attached to things that we think should work or are really good, that despite whatever the fuck is happening in the match, we stick with it. Like, we grow emotionally attached to some bad shit. Kind of like how I try to slip in dive kicks at the end of my block strings and get blown up for it, but shit, we're all a work in progress. Anyway, yeah, don't overthink, just change. That's mainly about letting go of that attachment and doing what it takes to improve your play. Like, you gotta let shit go to grow. That was good. Ooh. My number 2 is relying on reads at the expense of your own growth. Now, when I read that title, for me, that was kind of like a, Daigo, what the hell are you talking about? Like, you're supposed to make reads, right? But when I actually read it, it made a lot of sense for me. And it basically says that, like, you can exploit an opponent's weakness all day, but if you're not dealing with their best shit, if you're not allowing yourself to deal with their best, then you're hindering your own growth. So say, for instance, like you're fighting somebody and they're bad at blocking cross-ups. Now, you can exploit that and like jump in on them all day, but by doing that, you might be missing something. Like, what if this person whiff punishes like a god and you never allow yourself to, you know, deal with that? It's a hindrance for yourself. So that was one I really, really like. Now, granted, I wouldn't take that to like tournaments or like a money match or anything like that, but just as far as training and like bettering yourself, I thought that was a great one. Alright, and I know I said I was only gonna do 5, but like this one was so cool, I couldn't like leave it out. So I guess make this like my special mention section or whatever. But special mention would be number one can't run. First off, that sounds like some Afro Samurai type shit to me, which I liked. But in addition to that, that was just, I don't know, that's a perspective that I never thought about before. It's like, you know, in the book, Daigo talks about like hitting up the arcades the day after he wins Evo. Like, are you kidding me? If I won a local, they would never see me again. I would take like the prize pot of maybe $20 and just disappear because I'm the champion forever. But that's just me. But you know, but I guess for a real competitor, that's not what it's about. It's not about like becoming number one. It's about staying number one. So I really love that. My number one takeaway from the book was failure as an indicator of progress. And that title was again another Daigo, what the hell are you talking about type deal. But if you think back to my number 3, which was don't think, change, this one pretty much means that you are in the process of changing. Like, you've recognized a weakness and you're addressing it. Now that may mean for you that you get blown up in the beginning, so that's the failure part of it. But the fact that you can recognize your own weaknesses enough to address them and try new things, that just indicates that you have the proper mindset for getting better at like fighting games. So that one was definitely my favorite. And then that's another, hey, you know, maybe for me, that's another, hey, okay, maybe I took a loss right now, but I'm working on my shit. So, and that's my list, guys. So let us know in the comments what you thought, or even if you read the book, like what was one of your favorite ones? What kind of helped you in your approach to gaming? Again, thanks for checking us out, guys. Have a good one. Peace.